the dick.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Let me see.
That's not a dick.
That's Travis.
Let me see it, Sam. I can't look.
Stop trying to make the same joke, Rowan.
Exactly. Now that your mic is on, hold on.
That is a dick. Okay.
That's a dick. And when Ariel
Why do they allow dicks in their animations like that?
It's a secret hidden trick for dick lovers.
It's an Easter egg for us.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed it.
That's right.
It's an Easter fist. Sit on.
See, and look at the little hard-on on the priest.
Well, let me see the hard-on the priest.
Right here.
How could he not?
I can't see. You gotta fucking make that shit bigger.
They're grown up.
Eh?
Yeah. Tell me what you did with yourself. Yeah, tell Father Haggis what you did with yourself.
Why do they have to circle the dicks in the animation?
So you can see him, Gregorio.
What is that supposed to be?
It's his dick.
But what was it supposed to be in the movie?
His dick.
No, what
the
was
animators were like, let's draw a dick in here and see if anybody notices.
Wait, which one is the dick?
It's this right here.
The popping out or the big black thing?
No, it's his feet.
No, that's his feet. This is his dick.
Oh.
He's got a little chubby.
You like that?
Sure.
Yeah, why do they do that? That's creepy. It's a baby dick, too.
Because
their baby dick is tempting there.
Yeah.
Ow.
Is that better?
Sometimes they stand up on their own.
There's a video about all the Disney movies and Satan worship. So they're up to some weird shit down there,
There's
huh?
a video about everybody in Satan worship.
That's right.
All right, we're gonna take a break.
You see that when in The Lion King, when Simba and the girl jump down and the dust comes up, the dust spells out sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking true as shit.
I know the subliminal shit. They're just bored.
It's about lion sex.
That's exactly right.
But why do the bigwigs allow this shit?
They don't notice it. They sneak
Until
it
the
in.
end? Until it's too late?
Until ever the internet notices it.
Let me see this. Is this the sex one?
That's right.
Yeah.
Get up there.
We got Joy Behar coming in today around 10 o'clock.
I love Joy.
Is she going on The View again or something? I'm hearing in the paper today.
There's rumors.
Because they need to save the show. What happened with that show? Not that it's our demo, but I guess it's a big pile of shit right now.
Because Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, everybody left.
Yeah, but I thought Rosie got the people watching. No? Not so
No,
much?
she did not.
They called her a big bully.
There's rumors that they're going to try to get Joy Behar back to kind of save the show.
The rumor is that it's far more serious now because Rosie doesn't like doing the pop culture stuff, and that they've lost like a ton of their demo.
Yeah,
That's two women.
the cackling.
Oh shit!
The cackling hens love the pop culture stuff. They need some of that.
And
That's why they listen to Jenny McCarthy on SiriusXM now. Booyah.
Ew.
Do they?
I guess so. I don't know.
Oh, why don't you fully commit to what you were doing there,
Yeah.
Sam Roberts?
Yeah.
No, I think I was just kidding, but yeah, Jenny McCarthy's good.
No one's listening to Jenny McCarthy.
You don't think so?
I'll say it. No one's listening.
I don't know.
It was a cute little hire to get people interested in satellite for a little bit, but no one's like focusing on that show. Please stop.
Ouch.
That's what you want to say, but you don't have the balls
Me?
to say it. Yeah.
No, I like Jenny McCarthy.
you got put in your place.
You don't like Jenny McCarthy. No one likes Jenny McCarthy.
He loves
We're
her.
friends.
Yeah.
What?
She wouldn't say hi to
He
you in the
loves her
hallway.
now.
You want to bet?
She says hi to me in the hall. She introduced me to her husband 2
Yeah.
weeks ago, and that's Donnie Wahlberg.
Donnie?
Is she married to him?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
I didn't know they were
married.
They're doing
married.
a reality
Well, you're not
show.
friends with her.
Is she still hot?
I
at
like
least?
Jenny McCarthy. I think
Yeah.
she's fucking set. She looks amazing.
She's really hot.
Yeah, really.
She's
Yeah.
fucking phenomenally attractive. Yeah, she was in.
Yeah, but she's crazy with all that vaccine stuff.
Don't
right?
talk about my friend like that.
Well, yeah, maybe she's a little nutty, but she's still hot.
Well, according to a lot of the pediatricians I've talked to over the years, she didn't know what the fuck she was talking about,
Yeah.
and really fucked up a lot of parents and got them all confused and shit. And then a lot of kids ended up getting stuff they would have never got because they would have had the shot for that. Right, Travis?
That's correct, sir.
That's my 2 cents on that.
Yes, mine too is 4 cents.
I'm not a big fan of medications and stuff in general, but, I mean, the vaccinations, I think, are pretty damn important.
Stop ganging up on my friend.
Is she still
Boy,
hot?
Sam.
Yeah, she's still hot.
I saw her at UFC last year. I don't know her at all, but she looked fucking unbelievable.
Yeah.
I wanted to smooch with her.
Want to do a little smooching.
Yeah, it was a little kiss.
Okay, we got Joy Behar. When we get back, some great audio from NPR. Wow. And
Or lack thereof.
and CNN played it today, too.
Yeah.
And it came from NPR.
Yeah.
It's the whole Bill Cosby thing. They interviewed Bill Cosby, and the NPR guy they usually are pretty damn straight-laced and whatever. They don't go for tabloid stuff usually. But, man, they asked him about the rape allegations, and the audio is amazing.
That's more of a news question, though. I think that was like a pretty legit news question.
That's what he said.
It's not one of those things that are like...
But NPR is usually the last place that'll ask any controversial questions, right?
I think that was a very fair question. It's all over
I think
the
they
place,
should have,
yeah.
yes. They
In the
absolutely
paper.
should have.
Except he did it with his dick out.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
That's true.
That's weird.
We got that. Is the Amanda Bynes audio good? I haven't heard that. It's pretty good. Okay. And and the Fresno State University student. Yeah. Well, we got to do that. We got lots to do. Stay there.
Grandpa, I can't sleep. Will you read to me?
Okay, Tommy. Here's my favorite book. It's the story of radio DJ Dennis Falcone. All of Dennis Falcone's life, he just wanted to be a DJ.
Hey, everybody, it's your old school radio pal, DJ Dennis Falcone.
As he got older, he wanted to achieve that dream.
I've got your thought for the day. If you happen to be living on the edge, make sure you're wearing your seatbelt.
He traveled the country, working with some of the country's best DJs, hoping to one day become one.
CBS-FM, Party Songs Weekend. I'm Dan Aykroyd, proud to be with you.
Job after job came, and job after job went. Cincinnati told him his style of performing couldn't be more outdated.
Hey, everybody, it's your old school radio pal, DJ Dennis Falcone. Just awful. Oh, I'm sorry.
Atlanta let him go for a reputation of general buffoonery.
Boogieing on the weekend, staying alive with the totally super 70 sounds.
Not good.
And Detroit let him go for his exceptionally weak broadcast voice.
Did Dennis's dream ever come true?
Well, there aren't a lot of options for a feeble-voiced DJ.
So what did he do?
Dennis got so fed up with the idea of his dream not coming true, he finally gave in and visited the town whore.
So you want me to piss on you?
Of course. Yes, I would. Without a doubt.
Ah, man, golden showers in the house.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the change started happening.
What the fuck are you doing? Did you drink it all, you fucking idiot? Denny, I didn't know you were so tall.
Denny is dead. I'm demonic DJ Dennis Falcone, Piss Lord of the Dark. Now give me more of that sweet yellow spirit elixir.
Honey, I am all pissed out. I have trichomonas. I fucked 5 Dominican guys at the same time, and it was fun.
You shall perish.
If you kill me, who is gonna suck you off?
The Piss Lord has no need for a street whore. I can suck myself.
Ah, man, you fucking killed me, you fucking asshole.
I'm sucking my own dick.
Grandpa, why are you reading me this story?
You're right, Tommy. We'll save chapter 2 for tomorrow.
My dick.
Sirius 206, XM 103. The show is back.
Is this for Marty? Good old Marty's birthday, huh? I can't call him Marty because I've never met him. Only his closest friends call him Marty when they're referencing him on some late night talk show couch. Me and Marty.
Scorsese?
Yeah, Martin Scorsese is 73 years old.
That sounds about right.
Danny DeVito, 70.
Yeah.
Lorne Michaels, 70.
Yeah, I guess so.
RuPaul.
I'm going to guess. I should know this, but I don't. 50. No.
50.
55.
54.
Okay.
And wow, Tom Terrific is 70. Tom Seaver, anyone?
Oh. Yeah,
70.
That sounds right.
Why does that sound right if you remember when he used to pitch?
That's true.
Actually went to games that he pitched at. Did I?
No, I don't know. Just tell people you did. Who's going to know?
Please tell me he pitched well into his 40s. So, everyone was saying, everyone knows about Walt Disney's mom dying in that gas thing. Well, according to Snopes, it's bullshit, Sam Roberts. So now what do you have to say for yourself?
It's on Wiki.
How does mom die?
It's also on Snopes that it's a bullshit story that Walt Disney's mom died because of a gas leak.
How did his parents die?
That Walt bought for her. Yeah.
How did he die?
There's the Snopes face.
What's it say, Sam? To read aloud.
Face. Oh, you're not there yet?
No.
Come on, go there. The boss wants it.
Come on. You can't find it, right?
There's a lot of Walt Disney articles.
Well, you should be paying attention to your Twitter because someone sent it to all of us. Here you go. Snopes, Disney, Walt Disney. Let's see. Snopies. CoverGirl drops Ellen. Who gives a fuck? Just give me my article.
Why'd they drop Ellen? That's the only reason I bought that stuff.
Oh, say false. My mother, the scar. What does that mean? Maternal figures were typically absent in Walt Disney's animated films because he felt responsible for his own mother's death, and the answer is false. You got this?
No, but what's false about the answer?
I don't know. It's really long.
Okay.
I've always heard a rumor about Walt Disney. It has been said that the reason that most of the Disney movies do not show the mother is because after the success of Sleeping Beauty, Walt Disney purchased his mother's house. The furnace at some point exploded and killed his mother, and he always blamed himself. Is this true or just another work of fiction?
Yeah, no, it says here that that's how she died.
Oh.
So how did we just get that totally wrong?
Because it's probably false that...
What part? About the house blowing up?
Well, it says maternal... Nobody said the house
How did the
blew
old
up.
bitch die?
Yeah, what's up, Sam?
It said maternal figures were typically absent from Walt Disney's animated
I read
films.
that part.
All right, so the false part would be that's not why maternal figures were absent. Not that the mother...
Okay, well, how did the old fucking bitch finally croak?
There was a gas leak in the house that Walt Disney bought her after he made Snow White.
So he basically fucking killed his mother without meaning to.
That's right.
Rotten.
Oh, so I have to take back a face. How do you take back a face?
That's the question.
Exactly.
So
that's the question.
Crush your head in the door.
So what are we getting at here?
Nothing.
There's nothing to get at, I guess.
There's nothing we're getting
I guess.
But look, it has a big fat false.
Yeah, because it's false that's not why the maternal figures were absent.
Right, the maternal figures were not absent because his mother did croak in a gas leak in the house that he bought her, which is ironic and LOLable. However, that's not why there were no maternal figures in there.
So that had to affect him, and he probably told everyone, kill off the mothers, right?
No. I think it's probably because he wanted kids to feel like their movies were a fantasy land. That's what I'm guessing. And in the fantasy land, there's no parents. There's only your own fun reality.
Yeah, but they have to get to that place by killing off a parent. That's very traumatic for a little kid.
Well, they didn't kill them off for years, did they?
Yeah.
In the 40s, Dumbo and Bambi.
What about the Bambi?
Wow, okay. Yeah,
what about the Bambi?
They said, okay, listen. The pattern of motherless Disney films was established well before the death of Flora Disney. Again, this is not at all what you were
Flora
talking about.
Disney?
What's her name?
Okay. Was she married to Thielen? Go ahead.
I thought you were going to go with him.
Snow White had been completed and released, and Bambi and Pinocchio were already in production.
Right.
In the Disney movie version, Snow White's parents were not in evidence. The prologue, blah, blah, blah. Bambi's mother was killed by a hunter early on in the film.
There you go. Proving my point. Because the movie was in production. They could have changed the outcome.
It wasn't like his mother was killed the Bambi should have been killed in a gas leak. That would have been perfect.
Yeah.
Your point was that Walt Disney's mother didn't die in the house, and she did.
Oh, awkward.
I'll tell you what happened. There was one or two that worked, and they just kept with the formula because it worked. That's it.
Right.
That's all it is.
Pulled at people's heartstrings.
Yeah, just tug the old heartstrings. Tug them like they're cocks. Walt actually said that.
Man.
Get the Cosby thing as I take a quick phone call from Eric in Chicago. Eric.
Good morning, fellas. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Good. So, are you guys switching Fridays to like a request thing for the old archives of like when you guys were Opie and Anthony?
Well, on Friday was a pretty good day. We got Troy Kwan back on the radio show. We would have him just say hi to prove it today, but he's on vacation or something. Where is he?
Yeah, he took a personal day today.
All right,
when are we going to pick our days? We got to pick our days.
Yeah, we got to pick our vacation, and then and they also gave us the archives back, meaning we could finally start playing, Ant's voice again on this channel. So we just got
feel like a little. I don't know. Not starting to start shit, but do you think like was there a little bit of a conflict of deciding to do that or not since Ant doesn't get any piece of that anymore, or do you think it's just one of those things where it's just archived and nostalgic and overthinking it?
I don't know what you were saying there. Your phone's a little crappy.
Yeah, because honestly, I'm not getting a piece of any of it other than just the money I make being here.
None of us are getting.
What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean.
None of us are getting a piece of it. I think
it's not like we're selling them.
Yeah, I gotta talk to Ant about it a little bit more, but basically, I think it's a good thing that his voice can be heard again on this channel. It's good for the Opie and Anthony brand, that's for sure. So,
and potentially help him promote his new show.
I think so. I think so. Plus, there's so much great stuff from the last 10 years on satellite radio. All those appearances by the comedians and stuff. We basically weren't really allowed to go down that road. They didn't say they just wanted us to just fucking lay off that for a little bit. And I've been fighting that battle for 5 months, and finally they said okay. So we're thinking if everything works out, gotta talk to him, make sure he's cool, because I don't want to do anything that is going to piss him off. I was thinking we do a 2-3 hour request show once a week, and you guys request the shit.
Yeah, no, I actually think it's a great idea. I mean, the new show's doing well, man, but whenever you can listen to old stuff, too, it's a win-win. So, cool, man.
All right.
Good morning.
All right, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric. We'll figure it out in the next couple of weeks exactly how that's going to work out. So, he just made movies from stories that were already written. Does Walt Disney?
A lot of them, yeah. They're,
What the fuck's that about?
Did Bambi's mother die in the book? Sam, comment?
I don't know.
Sam, E-Rock, you've read it.
No, I haven't read a book of Bambi.
Don't you know
You almost said I haven't read a book, and then you caught yourself realizing how dumb that would sound. So I haven't read a book of Bambi.
I've read books.
No one's read a book of Bambi.
Of Bambi?
A book of Bambi. Fool.
I just finished Al Michaels' book.
It's funny, I've read everything up until this one, but I just haven't, because it was all sports stuff.
I finished that one, The Miracle on Ice and stuff, and he was doing the pregame show for the World Series in '89 with the earthquake, and he talks about Howard Cosell and O.J. Simpson and his career. And
I should have read it.
He started out as the Cincinnati Reds announcer. That was his first, major gig. Although he was doing minor league ball in Hawaii before that, but then he got the big call to go to Cincinnati for the Big Red Machine. He was there for a little of that.
He's been on live TV more than any person in history.
Was that what they said?
Yeah. I guess because of all the live baseball broadcasts. What else? Of course, obviously that.
Is he retiring?
I don't know.
He's been around forever. He started very young, too. He was starting to get his big breaks in his 20s, mid-20s, something like that.
He's a delightful voice. Some guys I just like listening to. Yeah. I like Joe Buck.
I like Joe Buck.
I think he's really good.
People don't like Joe Buck for some reason.
Why?
Because they just have to. They can't help themselves. I can't imagine a reason why you wouldn't like Joe Buck as an announcer.
Right.
Yeah, but there's some purists or whatever that don't really like him. I don't know why.
I hate purists.
Yeah.
They're the worst.
Yeah.
Anything that's fun and new, they're like, ugh.
Basically, Al Michaels said that Howard Cosell was just a jerk.
Really?
A real jerk.
Did he say he was a drunk?
Yeah, he drank a lot. Looks like he used to drink during the games and all that shit, too.
Oh, he was Cosell, though. I mean, fucking...
Well, they thought...
Still the best at it.
Yeah, he thought his shit didn't stink.
He was right.
And he didn't really like anyone he worked with whatsoever, so... And people just tolerated him.
It's funny when you hear old boxing clips and you hear Cosell and you know how he felt about it after a while.
What do you mean?
He stopped doing boxing.
Yeah, why?
Because someone... go
ahead.
I might have been after someone died in the ring. It was either a death, and it might have been, was it the Ray Mancini? It was one of the deaths in the ring where I think he felt that until they wear headgear, he didn't want to do it anymore because it was too dangerous.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was after Ali retired, and he just felt like it's never going to get better than that.
Oh, no. It was a safety issue. Can we
Go
look
to
that up, Tim?
Snopes.
Yeah.
Was it really a safety issue?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Unless I've believed wrong for all these years. I've said this during many speeches.
Oh, this is why people hate Joe Buck, as Sam finds that answer. Matt in Westchester. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Joe Buck has said that he hates doing baseball games, so like he doesn't prepare for them at all, and you can kind of like tell the contempt in his voice during the game. So he's kind of just a douchebag.
What does he like doing? How many of us hate our jobs? It's fine.
I guess he likes football, but he said he doesn't like baseball.
So why does he continue to do it then?
I guess because he has a very sexy voice.
Yeah, and a lot of money.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
that's all I got. So.
Anyone else notice him and Troy Aikman were growing like scruff?
Yeah.
They were having a tough time growing their scruff for the what is it? The prostate?
Movember?
The Movember thing?
Oh, is that why? No, but I was wondering why Aikman wasn't shaving.
Oh, you saw that too yesterday?
Yeah. It's like, what is he doing? He looks stupid.
I settled in to watch a nice little football game last night, and the fucking Eagles got their ass handed to them.
Good.
Fuck.
I fucking hate the
Not
Eagles.
that I'm a big Eagles fan, but all of a sudden everyone started talking about Mark Sanchez again. I'm like, oh, okay, let me see what he's all about. And then he reminded all us Jets fans, oh, that's right. He panics in important situations.
I love
that. That was the
those
first time he went to Lambeau Field and played.
Those uniforms were amazing.
They were pretty cool,
Packer
right?
uniforms were fucking great.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the throwback jerseys in general or uniforms. That one was a good one, yeah.
Are they? That was the ones they wore. What were they called? Like the.
They were called back in 1947. They were called the Fudge Packers. And
no, they weren't.
They said, "Look, we gotta drop the fudge part." Yeah, that's a fact.
What was the original name?
We have too much.
I thought it was Acme.
Oh, the Acme. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right. Good job answering that question for
Thank
real.
you, sir. Because they showed pictures of them.
Yes, Kenny.
Oh, no.
GH, I'm happy you're doing a sports break.
Why?
I think Sam has a lot to say.
About what?
Well, he tweeted yesterday that watching the Giants game is worse than being waterboarded. And I texted him, when were you waterboarded? And he didn't reply.
Can we waterboard you just to make sure it's worse?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
But with pre-cum?
That I'll do.
Let us waterboard you for the show.
Was this Man Cow show?
Did he do that?
Yeah.
Probably.
That's something he would do.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I sort of. Yeah, I do remember that. Anyway.
Yeah, we can't.
Why would you say that?
Yeah, why?
You only started watching football this year.
Exactly.
I know, but it's
You're
very.
a big Giants fan.
Huh?
You're a big Giants fan. It was hard to watch your boys take a loss.
There it is. I bleed big blue.
Absolutely.
You get that as a Cowboys guy.
Absolutely. I bleed cowboy purple.
Did Eli Manning really have 5 interceptions yesterday?
Yes, he did. It was
5?
Which is weird for a quarterback to have interceptions since he's not a defensive player. See?
5 interceptions?
Yeah.
What's going on with him?
I don't know.
What's going on with him?
I don't know.
Sam, you should know. You're a Giants fan. I don't really watch the Giants that much, unless it's the only game on.
I mean, I don't know. They keep losing games. That's what I know.
So you picked a horrible year to start watching
Horrible.
football.
That's the point.
Jets suck. I'm all about the Pats now.
You can't. What do you mean you're all?
I always go Jets first. You got to go Jets first, and then you got to go Bills second because of my roots in Western New York. 10 years in Western New York, and now I'm all about the Pats. And they won last night. They're 8-2.
What made you go all about the?
Well, I did 3 years of radio, and
that
Boston.
doesn't matter. You just like being with the winners. It's okay.
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that. Just admit it.
I just happen. These are the places I live, though.
You got to pick.
I lived in Buffalo for 3 fucking years. 3 years in Rochester, maybe 5 years of college, but who's really paying attention? I was having a good time. And then I lived in Boston, so that's why I got to follow these teams.
No, you got to pick.
Isn't that
one
logical?
Team. No.
If I did radio in Cincinnati, I definitely would follow the Bengals.
Nothing wrong with wanting to like different teams, though. I mean, who cares? Something to
It's
watch.
not going to hurt the Jets because they're well out of it. Buffalo is barely hanging on, so it's now all about the Pats.
I was watching astronomy stuff yesterday.
Ooh.
I was very eagerly enjoying stuff about black. Did you know the most powerful force in the universe is a black hole?
If you like black holes, you're going to love Interstellar.
I do. Don't tell me anymore.
That doesn't even start to brush the surface.
Did you guys know that a black hole is bigger than the sun?
No.
Guy who thinks he's being astounding with figures that everybody already knows.
But there's things way bigger than the sun out there floating around.
That's right. We have one in that room right there.
What about this comet thing? Did they blow it with the comet? Did it fall into some kind of like fucking cavern or something?
No. There's just a shadow, which is making it a little harder. They had to do a maneuver on top of the comet,
right? Because
the batteries are solar, so to recharge them, it has to hit the sun.
Right.
But they landed in a shadow. These dummies.
They had 10 years to figure out not to land it in a shadow.
Yeah. And then the guy had to apologize, the scientist, because he had girls on his fucking shirt.
Oh yeah, what was
I didn't see that. I couldn't.
I truly did not follow that story. I kind of saw it on Twitter yesterday. What happened? He had it. Go ahead. Sir.
One of the geniuses who was responsible for putting this comment on this thing on the comment had fucking naked ladies or something on his shirt and was doing an interview. And it's a dumb shirt because it's just an awful shirt. But I mean, is that really the important thing to focus on? Who gives a fuck?
Where's the shirt? I got to see it now.
Yeah. I want to see it blown up. I saw a picture of it. I just didn't zoom in.
Oh, that's funny. And then he had a apology. Uh-oh. Apologize.
How bless you. Yes.
Thank you. I don't believe in covering my mouth, by the way.
No, it's obvious.
Sorry, I should have. I just didn't that time. Where's the shirt, Sam?
Come on, Sam, find the shirt. Scientist naked lady shirt. How hard is this? No one is worse
really
at Google than you.
Say how the science is comparing with that from the Rosetta Orbiter, but perhaps you'd like to give us a bit of an overview of how it's going to compare with the
just need something
with
right
the data that we collect from the
Google
Orbiter.
scientist naked lady shirt.
Okay.
God, they make landing on a comet so boring. You see that set up there with the interview, the press conference? That looked like boring shit. All right, internet. That's the naked. Make it bigger. I don't see the naked ladies
all over.
They're not naked.
They're just bikini babes. Who cares?
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
Wait, they're just basically sexy, like cartoon girls in little bikinis.
Yeah, they're like porn shots, really, with with their stuff still on.
Can I say something about?
Oh wait, there's tits right there.
Where?
Right to the right of his right boob. That's boobies, right?
No, but they're fucking covered.
I don't see covered boobs from here.
They're covered.
There's no nipples on that shirt.
No, there's no nipples.
You sure,
on
Sam?
Feminism really has nothing to complain about. If this is what feminists are focusing on, feminists have become shit. If this is what you're worried about, and you think that this somehow contributes to a culture of anything, you're just dopes.
He's a badass scientist. He's all tatted up, full sleeves, both arms.
Yeah, this guy's like a rock
Almost
star in the
naked
science
ladies
world. Yeah,
on his shirt. Where's the apology? So what do you have to say? I'm sorry for wearing my...
I didn't hear the apologies.
My kick-ass shirt.
Yeah, I'm sorry to all the feminists who love to complain about anything they can, and I am now on their radar, so I am sorry that I did something that offended these people who really think they're getting something done by complaining about this, but aren't. That's what he should have said.
Oh. Is this the apology?
That's what we were looking at before, yeah.
Matt, how is this maybe it's too early to really say how the science is comparing with that from the Rosetta Orbiter, but perhaps you'd like to give us a bit of an overview of how it's going to compare with the data that we collect from the orbiter.
The shirt I wore this week, I made a big mistake and I offended many people, and I'm very sorry about this.
He's breaking down.
What the fuck is happening with men?
He's breaking down. Why?
I'm not saying there's anything wrong with crying, but like, are you that? It's just a shirt with a bunch of tits. Who cares?
And how important is this scientist? What is he the main guy? Part of the team, Sam?
He's got to be part of the team, or he wouldn't. He has to
he's
be.
the main part of the team. I don't know if he's the guy, but I mean,
Jesus,
he's one of the top guys.
If you have a brain that could figure out 10 years in advance how to land on a fucking comet, then you shouldn't have to apologize for your almost naked lady shirt.
Yeah, maybe you're a little eccentric, or maybe you're just, who gives a fuck? It's such a non-important issue.
Do you understand they sat around 10 years ago and said, look, in 10 years, we have a window of opportunity where we think we could land something on a comet.
Yeah.
And then they figure it out. And then the big news is that he wore a silly shirt.
Yeah. Once again, feminism gets it wrong.
How pathetic
fuck is that?
What happened to feminists? Aren't you supposed to be like, fighting for things that mean something? Like, this is your idea of a fucking... And maybe it's not just the feminists, I shouldn't just say that. But this is your idea of getting shit done?
Didn't they burn their bras?
Exactly.
So what do you expect is left?
Yeah, the same ones who burn their bras are the same ones that want porn to be illegal and sex work to be illegal because they only want the stuff that they push forward as feminine strength to be heralded as strong.
The guy breaks down. That becomes the story instead of this amazing thing he was able to figure out with a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
This amazing thing. How do you figure out?
That's in Britain too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had a ricochet around the Earth twice, then around Mars, all this shit. And he has to talk about his dumb shirt.
If I was worried about landing something on a comet, people criticizing my shirt would be so far below anything on my radar.
I think you should be allowed to do a press conference completely naked if you accomplish that.
Well, he's a genius.
We're going to learn more about the shirt right now from Elise, it looks like, in Houston. Elise.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Elise.
Hey, do you guys hate Dallas?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's a terrible, terrible place. It's like everything bad about Texas, but nothing good about Texas.
I only learned this recently that there's a big time rivalry between you two cities.
Yeah.
I thought I knew there was maybe a little one, but it's pretty deep, I hear.
Well, and I'm originally from Fort Worth, so I get really upset if people say like, "Oh, you're from Dallas," because they're not the same place.
Well, yes.
How do you feel?
I double hate Dallas.
How do you feel about Austin?
Austin's great to visit.
Okay. So what do you got on the shirt?
So it's #ShirtStorm on Twitter, first of all, which is ludicrous. But
Shirtstorm.
Yes.
Okay.
But his best female friend made it for him for his birthday, and then said, "Hey, you should wear it for the comet landing because it's good luck." So he did, and now they're both getting like raked over the coals on Twitter for it.
But who cares what people say on Twitter? Meaning, like, it's not an important place of having a dialogue. Like, there's nothing that is coming towards him that's really, what is it, just a bunch of fucking social networking backlash? Who gives a fuck?
Right.
Some guy on a science magazine called The Verge, e-magazine, wrote a whole article about how it's derogatory to women, and that's the reason that STEM is such a hard place for women to work. It's bullshit.
Oh, so they're making that leap.
Yeah, what nonsense.
It's just a goofy
if
shirt.
you can't handle pinup girls, you have a problem.
Well, that's what the problem is. If you hang up a calendar now with a bikini girl, it's a hostile work environment. It's just, that's what female empowerment is. Like, you guys are better than that. That's what female strength is. Don't hang up a bikini calendar or don't wear a shirt with girls on it. Who cares?
Doesn't that just show in the end that you're weaker? Like, if I walked around an office, which we never really had to in our lives, thank God, and I saw some lady had some dumb male calendar up, I wouldn't. Who gives a fuck?
That's because you'd be in it.
But doesn't that show you're weaker, that you can't handle this stuff? That you have to go to HR and go, "Oh, there's a guy with a bikini calendar. I want it removed immediately."
Yeah, move it.
I don't understand. I don't understand their thought process in that. I think it shows that you're weaker and you need people to, take care of you.
I agree.
All right.
It frustrates me as a chick because I'm like, yeah, you make feminists look like idiots.
I think people should have pointed and laughed at the scientist for wearing that shirt because it's kind of,
well, it's kind of made it.
It's ugly.
It's kind of hacky and it's ugly and all that, but to go after him because it basically says that he doesn't respect women is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's utter nonsense.
So, all right, Elise.
Bye. Have a good morning, guys.
I'm gonna go Team Houston. I'm going Team Houston right now.
Not me. I love Dallas.
Got to go Team Houston.
Fucking 9 people came in to see me in Houston. Fuck Houston.
Thanks, Elise. Okay, here we go. I didn't even realize we were going to do this story today, but it's ramping up. Mike in Rockland, go ahead.
How's it going, guys?
Hi, Mike. Hey.
Yeah, so there was a major feminist that came out and said that this gentleman now deserves everything that he's getting in the media and that he should lose his job and that he deserves what he's getting because he wore that shirt. Somebody online came out and said that, so basically your argument is that because he's wearing, he deserves the abuse that he's getting. And he goes, isn't that everything that you fight for, that women who are raped aren't raped because of what they're wearing, that they don't deserve what they're getting because of they're wearing skimpy clothes?
Yeah, it's pure nonsense. It's complete and utter nonsense. The guy landed something on a comet. That should be the story here. Who gives a fuck what he wore?
Feminists have just become, maybe they've always been just hypersensitive babies who have no ability to see what should be ignored because of context.
Right.
Except for Clinton, because they liked Clinton, so they ignored the fact that he was getting his dick sucked by one of his underlings until they were finally pressured into making a statement, because of who he was. They shut up about that.
This guy
is, he shouldn't be, crucified for a shirt that a female made.
Even if she didn't.
I bet you he didn't even think twice about the meaning of his shirt that day, except that I guess it's his favorite shirt or whatever.
Yeah, he's worried about something.
Landing on a comet.
Yeah, I want to Twitter with that hashtag. I didn't know about that.
But it's called Shirt Storm. Shirt Storm, right?
Yes.
Let me go to... Thank you, Mike. Let's go to John in North Carolina. John?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Listen, the feminists were fighting for the right here in Asheville, North Carolina, of all places, to walk around topless. They won that right. And now they don't like it when somebody wears a shirt with a nude woman on it or partially nude. But I guess it's if it's what they want nudity to be accepted as in the female form, then that's their new feminist movement.
You know what the problem with that thing is? We have that in New York where women can walk around topless. It's always the women with shitty tits that choose to do that.
Right.
We got a whole town full of old hippies. Come on.
It's never the ones you want to see walking around topless.
Exactly.
What the fuck is that about?
You have a good one.
All right. Let me get a female point of view from Canada. What the hell does Canada know? Sorry. Hi, Lorraine. We love Canada. For real.
Well, I'm glad. I just wanted to say I agree the shirt's really irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. But there are some similarities here, what women have been facing, such as, we'll look at Hillary Clinton. What's her hairdo? What's the suit she's wearing? Is she overweight? The prosecutor in the O.J. Simpson case, remember?
That's true.
All about what she looked like. Just a bit of a double standard, and I do agree we're focusing on the wrong thing here. I think the only thing important from the prospect of him being a lead scientist is if he came out and said, I don't think women can be scientists. I don't think they're up for the job.
Yeah,
Other than that,
you're right. It seems like they have a lot more pressure. Like they concentrate on their appearance and fair point. But Hillary Clinton. By the way, Hillary Clinton. I love this. Feminists saying she's such a strong, brilliant woman when all she did was stay with a guy that fucked everyone. Like if that was a conservative woman or someone else, people would be out of their minds attacking her for not leaving. Why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? But meanwhile, her husband's humiliating her, spilling cum all over the White House, and they're like, boy, she's a strong woman.
Right.
well, I don't think we can judge what people do in their own private lives. We don't know what they've said to each other. We don't know what they think. We don't know what she's done to him. I mean, that's just something I don't know if we can comment on. And secondly, I really do think of them as a business team. I think she may have had these plans well in advance and knew that if she stuck by them, this could be in the cards for her.
You're right, but you do know that if that was a different president and a different first lady or a different couple, right, feminists would be commenting on what they do in their private lives and saying that she should leave.
Yeah, most likely. I mean, again, I'm one of these people that thinks feminism that term has been used inappropriately. I just look at it as equal rights, equal pay for equal work, equal opportunity, where in the circumstances it makes sense. And that's all it really should be.
Okay.
Thank you, Lorraine.
All right, you're right.
I believe that women can be scientists.
I don't know about that.
I don't believe
your liberal dreck.
But I don't believe any woman on that guy's shirt could be a scientist. Right. They're too busy making sure there's no hair around their nipples.
Important stuff.
Very important stuff. Let's go to Stephanie in North Carolina.
Hey, so, if this guy can't wear the shirt, then Victoria's Secret shouldn't be able to fucking have their commercials on.
Well, they would love that too, believe me. The feminists would love that. If Victoria's Secret blew up and only was allowed to advertise fat girls, they would be very happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's fucking stupid. And if women were fucking smart enough, or if there was women that were smart enough to be a fucking scientist, then they would be. I think it has no fucking nothing to do with whether it's a fucking penis or a fucking vagina.
Stop saying fucking.
It's ruining your point a little bit.
Exactly.
You can't pepper it with fucking.
Man, a fucking penis or a fucking vagina.
If you want people to listen to you, you got to tone that down a bit.
Matter of fact, this is a scientist I saw on one of my astronomy shows yesterday.
Yeah?
And she was talking about multiverses and how she believes that there's these really weird energy mountains in space, and that when one universe crossed over another universe, it left some kind of a cold trail, deep space. It's such an incomprehensible theory. She said there are only a few scientists really actually know what the fuck she's talking about.
Right.
But they said all of her theories have been proven correct. They found in a photograph the cold spot deep in the universe that she said would be there from one universe mixing with ours. So she knows what she's talking about. She's like revolutionizing the thinking on this.
Isn't it really cold out there to begin with, though?
Well, there's also a lot hotter than you think, too, in certain areas.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because of the suns?
The stars are very, very heated.
Whoa.
And the center of galaxies are probably very, very heated.
Whoa.
There's a lot of hot stuff happening. What's happening with our sun? But I'll bet it's hot.
One more call on this. Let's say hi to Tommy in Brooklyn. Tommy.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning, Tom.
Getting off of the shirt thing, this probe actually landed where it was supposed to. The problem is that it bounced a mile into the air, and then it landed again in the shade.
It bounced a mile in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does that happen?
The comet has such weak gravity, it couldn't hold it together before the unit could drill in and lock itself into the comet. So when it finally stopped and they put the drill bits in to hold it in, they're not in the area where the machine can get the solar energy from the sun.
Right.
So it already shut off. It's run out of power, and they'll never get back in touch with it unless it somehow starts getting energy from the sun. But right now it's there. They got a lot of good feedback from it and information, but now it's in idle mode.
Well, they had it. That's the mode I'm usually in. Because people worship me.
White wedding. Oh.
That was fun.
I went with Billy Idol.
And I went with people worship me because I'm an idol. That's pagan idolatry.
I thought it bounced a mile because they just used the wrong material.
Yeah, exactly. I told you don't put rubber on the bottom.
The one dumb thing they did.
Yeah. No, it was, I thought they fucked up. They repositioned it, didn't they?
They repositioned it, but it was only like 4 centimeters, so it wasn't enough to really do anything.
I heard they only had 64 hours to figure it all out, right? Was that true?
Yeah, and then the battery ran out, so it's powered down. It's in sleep mode until it can get more energy.
You don't know about Walt Disney's mother, but you know about this shit?
I'm sorry, I didn't know Disney was more important.
Ooh. Oh, this kid fires back.
Plus, this was in the paper on Sunday, so.
All right, Tommy, thank you for that. So it bounced a mile and then ended up in the shade.
How scary is it bouncing a mile in the air?
That's crazy.
And then just landing, I guess, settling down.
I just saw on CNN that Ebola patient, extremely critical. We're going to lose one.
Which one?
The latest one they brought to America. Extremely critical doesn't sound good.
No.
I don't think you come back from extremely critical if you have the Ebola.
No.
You got to get that shit early, right?
Well, if you're looking at critical as a step up, you're probably in bad shape.
Yeah. So I think we're going to lose one. When did we bring him to America? A couple of days ago? America.
I have not been keeping up with the Ebola talk. It seems like it's dying down.
Well, it died down because the election has passed us. You don't think they hyped some of that shit just in time for the election, but it backfired?
That's all the press.
I think
Press
it
have
backfired
to.
a little bit.
I don't think the press cares about that. I think they just hype it because it sells papers.
You think?
Yeah. I mean...
so why did it die down all of a sudden then?
Because there hasn't been any new cases.
Well,
they actually did a better job than I thought they were going to of containing it.
Right. Yeah, we're good. I don't think we have to worry about Ebola.
No, the few people that were out and about didn't spread it, so okay, cool.
All right, we're going to take a break. We were supposed to do the NPR Bill Cosby audio here, but we went off roading a little bit. So when we get back, we'll do that.
There was the one thing Cosby said, which wasn't related to that.
What?
But he was like, if you're going to be in Connecticut and you want to see Jim Norton at Foxwoods, February 13th.
Nice.
Tickets are selling extremely well.
That's good
the
to hear,
kid is
Jim
popular
Norton.
in Connecticut.
Also, we popped up, I think, 4 Artie Lang clips from Thursday's appearance, some video clips.
Yeah, people loved it.
Yeah, the feedback on Artie Lang was terrific. It was really, really good. I can't imagine it going better than it did. Right. We wanted him on the show forever, but we understand the reasons behind him maybe not doing that.
Yeah.
And then he's getting some shit for coming on our show.
Oh,
he gave Howard every chance to have, for Howard to have him back. Every chance. He waited years. I think he's been off that
since
show
2009,
for years.
Since around Thanksgiving of 2009. It's almost 5 years.
So 5 years.
So what do you, who's giving him? Oh, some of the hardcore turn. Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm trying to defend Artie here, believe it or not. That's how fucked up this radio world is. Because, we had our problems in the past. Because then people were giving me shit. I'm like, we worked out all that stuff. People do work out their shit, believe it or not.
They do.
And, Artie, we know Artie. Jimmy knows him better than I do. And he waited and waited and was doing everything right as far as Howard goes and everybody else that listens to that show. And then it finally got to a point where he's like, okay, it's time for me, Artie Lang, to move on.
He sent me a nice text and said thank you, and I had a great time, and the feedback was great. So,
it was fun. I hope he doesn't get cold feet. I hope he comes back. That would be great to have him again.
Sure.
All right, with that, we're going to take a break. Joy Behar is going to be here at 10 o'clock, and we got the Jose Canseco thing. We definitely got to do the Bill Cosby audio from NPR. There's another story in there that was really, really good as well. We'll figure it out.
In case you missed it, recently, this happened.
I just did one a couple weeks ago about fireworks. There's no, to go to fireworks.
You don't like
displays.
fireworks?
No.
Why?
I don't like driving to them. It's fucking stupid.
All right, hold on the line. I'm going to get to you in a second.
It almost sounds at this point like you have tastes like a World War I vet, where you're like, I like to sit in a quiet room. A quiet room with a good book. A very well-written book.
I think you're kind of right, though. The 4th of July, everyone searches out the fireworks, and then you realize when you check it out that, why am I watching this?
Fireworks have not evolved over the years. It's the same shit. There's nothing new.
Yeah, it's explosions.
Okay, yeah, right, but it's the same shit when you were a kid. There's nothing
You
new
haven't
about
seen the
it.
one that makes a smiley face in the sky?
No, I haven't, but...
That's a new one, and they also
That's fun.
sync up some cool rock songs.
Take your favorite rock musicians.
That's right.
Right, so you get, after the explosions, you could try to hear the music with the explosions, and everybody else going, ooh, ah.
And your local rock station will promote that. They're syncing it up.
Yeah.
We're going to have a Led Zeppelin firework.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
I'd rather hear 2 for Tuesday.
We're going to get the lead out with fireworks.
So you're supposed to put the radio on as the fireworks are going, and they're going to sync it up? Is that how
Yeah, exactly. The second firework you hit, you turn on the radio.
It never really syncs up, though. They don't have that one figured out yet.
They're on like a minute and a half delay. How could it sync up?
What about personal fireworks?
I don't know. I love personal. My theory is as long as you don't have to leave your house, if you can go out on your deck or out your apartment on top of the building and watch them, fine. But you got to go drive 45 minutes to go park 3 miles away to watch 15 minutes of fireworks and then walk 3 miles back and be stuck in traffic for another fucking 2 hours for 15 minutes of shit you saw when you were a kid.
When you could see the same fireworks from 10 miles away.
Right, from 10 miles away. What's the difference? They don't look better up close.
Why do you have to get so close?
I'm on board with this.
I think.
Right, and you got to park in a neighborhood and walk, and then you're around it. Ooh,
Well, they took it away from the people, though. There was a time where everyone did their own fireworks,
which I loved,
and the risk factor made it so fucking cool.
That's what it was. It was the danger.
Then you fire a few bottle rockets at each other because what the hell? Why not?
My friend got caught in the eye with a bottle rocket when we were in high school, and it was the weirdest moment of like, I want to laugh, but then you're like, I shouldn't, and then you're like, oh, I really shouldn't because I think he's blind now. But he healed, so now it's a funny story.
He's all right.
Oh yeah, we used to get packs of firecrackers and just throw them at each other.
Oh yeah, sure, all that stuff.
Bottle rockets, of course, yeah.
On Long Island, you go in the neighborhoods 4th of July weekend. It was a war zone. If you drove around these neighborhoods, July 5th, you couldn't believe, what was left behind.
They tried making most fireworks illegal in Colorado, so then just people would drive up. I grew up in Denver. We'd just drive up to Wyoming and then just get these insane fireworks and come back and then just fire them at each other. And it was the greatest time ever.
So that is cool.
But
now
personal
it's all controlled
absolutely,
and all that.
because all the neighbors are going to call.
Your
it's
local
dangerous.
town and their fireworks display.
Yeah, it's 8:30 and they're making noise. You got the next day off.
I was
all right, you got a chance to sleep in. It's fucking July 5th. You're not working. So what if you don't go to bed at 8:30? Oh, they're making so much noise. It's dangerous. It's not a fire. It is not a fire.
Want more? Get the show on demand now at SiriusXM.com/on-demand.
And now Opie and Jim are back.
I'm mad I missed that. What? Jimmy and Kenny got to see a guy, fall on his ass and drop and spill a
big coffee, yeah.
A big coffee all over the place.
I didn't even laugh, though. It was such a hard fall.
Oh, really?
He was coming out of the bathroom, and I guess there was, the sign was up, worker, whatever the fuck the bathroom sign is, Maybe he was already in there, I don't know. But he slipped and dropped a big coffee. But it was such a hard fall. Usually I would laugh. I was like, oh shit, are you all right, dude?
What did he land on? Like his elbow?
His ass. It looked like right in the spine.
Oh, fuck.
Where the tail should be, 200,000 years ago.
Well, that's why you had the tail, right?
Yeah.
Made falling a little easier, I would assume.
Made it much harder to fall.
And then you went into a lot of shenanigans during the break, people, I got to tell you. Then Jimmy goes into E-Rock's booth just to fart. When did you realize that he was in there just to fart, E-Rock?
When he turned around, I went, oh, shit. And then he slams the door. Because he came in saying, he's like, oh, how much time do we have till we're out of break? Because usually that means the guest is here early. We got to get out of what we're doing. Right. And I said, why? And then he turned around and walked out. And I was like, oh, fuck. And then it started to linger, and then it kicked in.
Yeah.
So we had to spray the room down.
Did you enjoy it?
No.
Why?
It's just horrible.
You should be.
Jim's dying inside.
In more ways than one, E-Rock.
What did you eat last night that the farts are so bad?
Just went out. I don't think I shat yesterday.
Right.
So I just went out and had a nice dinner. Nothing crazy, but almonds get me really bad.
Why almonds?
I don't know. They wreak havoc in my system.
I don't do well with peanut butter in general.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's all like kind of nuts or something.
It's all that nut shit. Remember I was just talking about the Ebola patient not doing well, and I said he's probably not going to make it? Well, he hasn't made it.
He was released from the hospital.
That is so strange. The guy died.
Yeah.
Right before the break, I'm like, it's not looking good for this guy. He died. Yeah, because when you're in extremely critical condition with that Ebola, that's tough. That you got to get that early. Yeah. And they said it's extremely contagious later on as well with these patients, because everything just starts liquefying, I guess.
Yeah,
so
that's a shitty one to get.
That was in the Nebraska hospital.
Passed away.
He passed away.
God bless him.
Big story. Bill Cosby went on NPR.
I'm not sure what the PR and the R stand for.
I'm sure. Just give the listeners 15 seconds. They'll come up with something for you.
I'm not sure what the P stands for. I think I know what the first and the last letter.
You listen to the NPR?
Perpetrated. That's what it is. The middle one, the P is perpetrated.
All right. Nude? Could go with nude, maybe. For the end, that's too... Did you say that?
No.
What?
No.
Wouldn't he be...
Oh, no.
What happened?
No.
What did I do?
Opie.
I'm heating up.
Your naivety is charming.
It certainly is.
What happened?
PR.
PR.
Right.
N perpetrated R.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, Jesus. I'm heating up.
Words of somebody else, not me.
Yeah. I just said perpetrated.
Right, that's it.
You say that.
Just fucking I'm turning red.
Could have been nude, though.
God, what an idiot.
Yeah, I should have.
Fucking idiot.
It's charming.
It's charming, though?
It is charming.
You're red.
I'm very red.
You are red.
I feel fucking like a fucking idiot. Do you listen to the NPR?
Never.
Yeah, I try.
This guy who asked Cosby the question, though, this son of a bitch does have a professional news voice.
I try. The cabbies love NPR.
Yeah.
They can't get enough of the NPR, but
Well, the water in Haiti is not what it was supposed to be, and they just love it. It's terrible news.
So Bill Cosby refuses to address the rape charges during an NPR interview. This is how it went down. Very uncomfortable to listen to.
This question gives me no pleasure, Mr. Cosby, but there have been serious allegations raised about you in recent days.
Can you pause this for a second?
You're shaking your head.
I know it's NPR and all that, but isn't he taking great pleasure in the fact that he's asking this question? Or you think
it's probably one of those things where he's enjoying talking to Cosby and knows he has to ask a question that's going to really piss him off. He probably is taking no pleasure in it only because he's got to do it in that moment. It's never fun in that moment to ask. I mean, the results are fun. You get the press for it. You got the credit for asking the question. But in the moment you're asking, it's not fun.
But do you think he's really that guy when he's not on mic? That's my question.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know either. Where they have to stress, I do not take great pleasure. If you don't take great pleasure in that, then wouldn't you almost say, fuck it, I'll just avoid it?
I think he got it. I think he did his job. I think he asked it respectfully. And
I understand he's doing his job. My point is like how he has to like preface it by saying, I'm not taking great pleasure in this.
The guy who asked Tyson, well, you're a convicted rapist. That was a guy kind of being a dick and trying to capitalize on something. To me, this guy is he has to because it's so obvious.
And he basically doesn't want to.
Yeah, it's in the
news.
But
he knows he has to.
Right.
All right.
Hey, player, I'll kiss you.
Been serious allegations raised about you in recent days. You're shaking your head no.
There haven't been.
I'm in the news business. I have to ask the question. Do you have any response to those charges?
I hate his voice.
Shaking
I'm sorry.
Your head, no.
I was wrong.
There are people who love you who might like to hear from you about this. I want to give you the chance. All right. Camille and Bill Cosby, they have lent 62 pieces from their collection of African and African American artists to create an exhibit called Conversations, African and African American Artworks in Dialogue.
Can you pause? How ironic it's called Conversations, and he just said nothing.
Yeah. So, did Cosby say anything after that? Was that the end of the interview?
This is the end of the interview. His wife's in there with him, though.
And you can kind of hear them shuffling around like they're trying to get the hell out of there, right?
His wife talks.
Does he talk? He doesn't talk at all during the interview?
Camille!
No, from that point on.
Camille, right?
Yeah.
I think they got married in 1964.
Why is and someone said on Twitter, like, well, what's he supposed to do? Just convince people he's not a rapist? Like, no, I'm not saying that. But this whole, I won't dignify that with a response. If that many women have come forward.
How many?
13 total, I guess, over the years, and this is in the paper. How do you not address it if it's a giant story in the paper, and it's not going away?
Or don't do interviews.
Well, yeah, he canceled Letterman, probably.
He did cancel, right?
I'm guessing he did. But for a comedian to not say anything, especially when Cosby is so vocal about stuff like the Osbournes being wrong for cursing, or what's wrong with black people wearing the pants, and he's very open about how he feels, and it's his own personal thing. How do you not come out and go, this is a fucking lie?
Right.
It's a lie.
And we got another one in the paper today. It's, by the way, that audio, oh my God. You could fill in the blanks.
By the way, I apologize for saying he had a good radio voice. Listening to it closer, his voice was in
shush. I have to ask this question. Got a little of that shush going on.
Yeah, his voice is terrible. I couldn't have been wronger.
Another Bill Cosby rape accuser comes forward. This is today. This is today. Another one of Bill Cosby's rape accusers has come out to reveal details of her experience. In an essay on Hollywood Elsewhere, Joan Tarshis wrote that the comedian drugged and raped her on 2 occasions in the fall of 1969.
Here's the problem I do have with some of this, and I know it made me help me understand it because I don't get it. This last woman that came out, he said he drugged her and raped her a bunch of times. I understand if you're like a 10-year-old kid. But you're 17 years old.
She's 9.
No, the other girl.
The other one, okay.
How the fuck are you continually going to places where he is? I know you're an actress. I know that there is this, he has this air of, I guess, godlike status, invincibility. You're afraid no one will believe your story. But you are continually winding up in places where he is and spending time with him if he's drugging and raping you every time. It doesn't make sense to me at all.
So let's throw the question out there, see if someone has the answer.
It's like,
I'm with you, by the way.
Can somebody explain that to me? This is the problem I'm having with it. If someone said he did it to me twice, I can more understand that. Maybe the first time you don't believe it happened, you're not sure it happened, and then the second time you're like, oh my, okay. And I'm not even saying why didn't they go out and report it, because again, I understand a lot of rape victims have been shamed into not reporting stuff, so maybe they're afraid no one will believe them. But don't think that we're crazy to question it if you're continually going to where this guy is. And by the way, I do think that Cosby is guilty. Just because I think this many people coming out,
it's tough.
It's kind of tough, yeah.
Couple people.
Yeah, there's a lot of money grabbers out there and people who are crazy and liars.
Right.
But I don't think there's that many money grabbing or crazy. You know, it's everyone's telling the same story.
To put it in perspective, I do not believe at all that Tyson raped that woman.
No, I don't either.
Desiree Washington, right?
Right.
I do not believe it.
Yeah.
From everything I've read and seen, and, you know, we're lucky enough to know the guy a bit, I just don't believe it. But then, if 12 other women came out,
sure,
then you'd be like, what the fuck? It seems like something's here, right? Yeah. Going to your point, I guess.
Yeah, but this woman like when you're 17 years old and you're an actress, I understand the power Cosby wields, and I do. I really do get that, and how you can be kind of roped in by that.